welcome back to Late Night Gamer. Now it's unboxing time, and I have just rebought a game I already owned before and sold, and I regretted it ever since. So now finally I saw this together with a few expansions, and I couldn't resist anymore. I had to pick it up, and I will eventually pick up all the expansions, I'm sure. And the game is Elder Sign. I'm a great fan of the Arkham Horror files. I also own the Arkham Horror board game, of course, which I've shown on the channel, and also the card game, living card game. I had a chance once to buy all the pre-painted figures, but I didn't because it's quite costly, and that's also something I've regretted ever since. So if anybody could sell me that plastic set, would be happy. I'm sure they aren't. Well, in any case, Elder Sign. So it's still in plast, so I will pop it open, and I'm also going to afterwards. I'm going to pop open the Unforeseen Forces and Grave Consequences. Oh, my gripe with Elder Sign, and the reason I sold it, was that I found it too easy. No, apparently with these new sets, that's not an issue anymore. Knife, and trying not to cut the box. I will remove the plastic, and I actually cut the box. Crap. Oh well. I know many of you have this game already, and it's an old game, so it's nothing new and exciting to unbox it. Commercial. What's this? Download and play an app? Huh. Omens? Elder Sign Omens? Oh no, I'm not playing that on my phone. The rules of play. Excellent. I'm sure many of you know how to play it already. Popping out these tokens reminds me that Elder Sign has probably the coolest sanity and damage tokens, health tokens in the whole Arkham Horror universe. This is the complete content of the base game, with your ally cards, spells, item, unique item, common item, unique items. These are Mythos cards. I really like that this setup is consistent throughout the game series, with Arkham Horror, most likely Eldritch Horror. Further back here we have the investigator cards. We got 16 of the investigator cards, and we got some bad ones. Not bad investigators, of course, but ancient one cards. Comes 8 with the base game. Otherworld cards, which is also 8, and we have what they call adventure cards, exactly, location and so forth. Then there's monsters and masked monsters, which we will draw from a bag, if I remember correctly. And all the tokens. Yeah. All the tokens and dice and so forth. So I must say that this was really like meeting an old friend. I played this game before, and I feel familiar with the content. I'm excited actually, so that's going to be great. I really like this universe. And as I said, I regretted selling that game the moment it went out the door. Okay, so let's go to the next thing. Next box I have is the Unforeseen Forces, and this is completely new to me, so let's open it up and see. Okay, popping it open for the first time. I remove the plastic. More commercials. This is Imperial Assault. This is actually a game I would like to try. I haven't tried it before. Right, you obviously have the rules. The expansion overview. There's some new monsters, I can see that. Sheets of token. Yeah, so we will get some dice and more of the big cards, more adventures, more investigators, more ancient ones, and some more items. So the only thing I know of this expansion is that you do have curses and blessings. So yeah, the white and a black die. That's all I know. There's 2 token sheets. For some reason they decided to include some more Doom tokens. Not sure why they did that. As if there aren't enough in the base game. You do have the investigators. And the monsters. Investigators. And yet more Doom tokens. And more sanity tokens. And health tokens. And as always with Arkham Horror, is that you get a little symbol down here, which I'm betting is the expansion symbol. Looking at one from the base game, a monster from the base game, is it lacks this symbol, so it's easy to separate out all the components if you want to do that afterwards. You can just mix it together, there's absolutely no consequence in doing that. I hope there's some dice here. There are. That's great. Black and a white die, which goes into the box. Right, I won't go through the components. Individual card, I will just mix it up and I'll come back soon. So after unboxing, I find myself with a double set of investigators. So there are some corrections in the new set, but I have the revised printing, so they are already been corrected, so I can just chuck this away or put them aside. So I have 4 Otherworld cards to replace. What's the deal with that? Well, it's the iconograph or the icons down here. You can see that these symbols are exactly the same, and this is exactly the same, but the reward here is somewhat different. So I need to use this card because it comes with the expansion, and it says that when I win I will have a Doom token. Now I will have an Elder Sign, same as this one, and have a spell, same. But the new thing is that I don't place this Doom stuff, I actually take 1 Doom away from the Doom track. So that makes the game easier. Maybe it's needed, I don't know. So this one goes to the box when I play with the expansions, and I will always play with the expansions, I think so. City of the Great Race. Same requirements for solving. Same failure effect. But it goes from Doom, unique item, Elder Sign to Elder Sign and 3 items. That's also making it easier. What really makes me happy are the adventure cards. If you look at this stack, you can see it's a lot. You get a lot of new adventure cards. The Unforeseen Forces bring a total of 40 new cards and 1 replacement, and that is the Elder Sign. It has the same criteria for solving, the same horror. The reward section, yeah, it's different. It goes from, yeah, Also eases the game up a bit. 2 clues on the other side, that's the same. It goes from adding a doom to removing a doom. The total number of adventure cards, just the base game and unforeseen forces, is quite encouraging. Wait. This is Arkham Horror with a lot of cards. That's how it should be. So there is also a few more Mythos cards, quite a lot. These are with the base. These are all the totals all the total Mythos cards. I do get some new ones now, which are red, and these are Master Mythos cards. Really tough ones. So I will add them to the deck. In the deck, you also get 3 more allies, and I think it's 12 more of these different items. There are some new investigators, bringing the total up to, well, I don't know, many. There are some new monsters that are only used when there's a specific ancient one that is the master of the game. The child of Abhoth, who is only there when Abhoth is the master, and they are not placed in the monster cup. So I will set them aside so I don't mix them in the cup. You can see they're also red, so they're easy to distinguish and set aside. So there are 3 of those, and the rest goes in the monster cup. Of course, this new expansion also brings the blessed and cursed, or the cursed and blessed cards. I have no idea how that works. I'm sure it's cool though. I get some new entrance cards, which replaces this one. So from receiving first aid, search the lost and found, and buy a souvenir. I also now have the chapel. Maybe there are some other options here, I don't know. But I will use these. So the entrance card goes to the box. Yeah, so I think this is pretty much everything you have with the base game and that expansion. But I have another one to unpack. And that's the Grave Consequences. Oi! Small cards, okay. Some Epitaph cards and Epic Battle cards. And Phobia cards, okay. Increases the game's difficulty and excitement, I like that. Both during gameplay and during the final battle. Cool. We do have the rules here, the rules card. How to use the Phobia cards and the Epitaph and Epic Battle cards. Oh, they work like the wounds in Arkham Horror. When you get to 0 sanity, you will, instead of being devoured, you can have a Phobia card and have your sanity back. So it's like going to the asylum. Or you can have an Epitaph card when you're devoured. An Epic Battle. Wow. Okay, I will just put these cards in the box. That's great. I always like expansions that mixes up the difficulty a little bit or makes it tougher. So that's it for now for this a little bit unusual unboxing. This is how my couch look. Plastic and cardboard everywhere. Right, see you soon, and oops, maybe even in a game of Eldritch Horror. Bye bye.